Welcome to the video by the Featherington Rebels team, where we will summarize and analyze the experience at the Instituto Universitario Jesús Obrero in the first semester English week course, having experiences with parts of speech and verbal tenses, track songs, lyrics by the band Imaginary Dragons, concluding with a concert where we had to use as much knowledge as possible to pronounce English and demonstrate an artistic side by creating a video that follows the music.
On the first day, the evaluation contract was presented to us, and subsequently, as the terms progressed, we received the topics we will cover. The first topic was part of speech. The second, noun phrase and verb phrase. The third, verbal tenses, and the two and last were modal verbs and phrasal verbs. This content will provide a wide tools to unravel the meanings and structure of the word that make up English text. Therefore, if we know the parts of the sentence, we will know this context and translation. Learning new knowledge is challenging, the same as being true for the first semester in English course in Business Administration, and for one on our members coming for computer science. It was of well thus we will pass the subject if we grasp the content. Having to learn another language may understand that if we comprehend a language, we understand and rules. This was properly carried out within the subject, requiring students to immerse themselves in how to order structure and understand text in English. In short, we went through sentences, identification, evaluation, created of podcasts, and even world and article and economic topics. If we apply this knowledge is on our career, we will be more competent managers in the labor environment.
It was an experience of knowledge and of letting go to be able to do things out of the ordinary. You commit to doing it if you take the challenge. However, we might find it frustrating or complicated to do for some reason, but that is the idea. Creating both intellectual and personal challenges. And that is what the English evaluation of the first semester with the Professor Suleiman did, showing an effort from us that we will not expect to be capable of, just as others who have taken English with other professor will also feel that experience. Additionally, the dynamism in the subject with the professor assigned to us is noteworthy. If we strive more and share ideas, we will improve as students, both evaluatively and personally. It was a very memorable experience.
When analyzing the semester by Imagine Dragons, we identified keywords that defines its depth and marker We focus on non-like monster and pretend which reveal how the protagonist perceives himself. To represent learning and alienation, we identified verbs like tuner in past simple, indicating a transformation that has already occurred, and the phrase I am feeling it inside, which use the present continuous to describe a current emotional state. During this research process, if we had more time, we would analyze each of the metaphors in the lyrics, as the depth of the text demands it. However, we achieve a great understanding science. If a student identifies the verbs, the meaning of the songs becomes obvious.
It was an experience of knowledge and of letting go to be able to do things out of the ordinary. You commit to doing it if you take the challenge. However, we might find it frustrating or complicated to do for some reason, but that is the idea. Creating both intellectual and personal challenges, and that is what the English evaluation of the first semester with the Professor Suleiman did, showing an effort from us that we will not expect to be capable of, just as others who have taken English without their professor will also feel that experience. Additionally, the dynamism in the subject with the professor assigned to us is noteworthy. If we strive more and share ideas, we will improve as students, both evaluatively and personally. It was a very memorable experience.